Resilience is a muscle. It's a muscle that we don't appreciate, we don't fully understand. Just like confidence, just like finding voice. It comes from practice, putting yourself in places that force you to grow, whether you're challenging yourself personally, emotionally, academically. When you survive it, you sort of earn another chit of resilience. And those chits build on one another. The more you do it, the stronger you get. And you understand that this is part of the process of growth. So the next time you try something hard and you feel that resistance or you feel that tough time, you remember that you got through it before, right? That's how I developed resilience, continuing to push beyond my comfort zone. And it started at your age. I've told my daughters this. It's like right now, your job is to get your education. Now, many of you have different worries. You may have stresses at home. You may have things going on, but you got to get up every day thinking, I'm going to push through. That energy is going to build on itself. And when you're older, you'll have this reserve of knowledge and preparation and energy and resilience that will sustain you for the rest of your lives. Sometimes we as young people, particularly as women, we're afraid to make mistakes. We're afraid to mess up. And what I've learned over the course of my long 57 years of life is that there are a few mistakes that you can't recover from or you don't learn from. I continue to encourage myself to be okay with the things that I don't always get right. I am always growing. And in order to grow, that means you have to make mistakes, you have to try new things, and you can't let your fear dominate you, right? You can't let your fear of failure keep you from trying new things. The work now is working on your internal self, your own foundation, your own sense of who you want to be in the world, who you want to be as a person, is who you want to be as a young woman. And that takes time. So you have to be patient with yourself as you're learning, especially now. You all are so young and you're not supposed to know who you're going to be right now. There is no reason why you have to know what occupation you're going to have, whether you want to be a mother. You don't have to know any of that right now. I want you all of you girls, to be kind to yourselves and be patient with your journeys. And don't judge yourself too harshly. We want you to thrive. So you have to be as kind to yourself as you expect others to be to you. We have very limited notions of power in our world, right? Power looks like a certain thing. It looks male. It looks strong. It looks like leadership. It looks wealthy. It looks white oftentimes. But I know that that true power is it's about what's in here and what you do with that internal power. When I was First Lady, I saw myself as much of a leader as my husband. I knew that I had a platform that would allow me to have impact. And it didn't matter that I was the First Lady or not the president. I understood that I have power in every position I hold. The gentle or the soft power of being a teacher or being a mentor or being a parent, that's direct, right? That's immediate. Each of you right now today, you have the power to change someone's life dramatically, right? Right now. There is someone in your lives who is younger than you, who knows a little bit less than you do. I don't care how old you are. You are modeling something for them. And please understand that power is the most important power. It's there, right? All you have to do is reach in and be willing to tap into it and use it. We are women, we are strong, but we have also the unique ability to bear life. And it's a tremendous responsibility, and it changes how we can approach the world oftentimes. Who I thought I could be and what I thought I could do when I was your age, before I got married, when I was just pursuing my profession, I felt very differently when I gave birth to my first daughter. My body told me something else. I had feelings and emotions that I didn't expect to have. What I had to do was be patient with myself to say that, well, this is a new chapter. And so now I have to be flexible with myself. I had to learn to readjust what I thought my career would look like. And we had to have that discussion as a team, who was gonna push ahead and who was gonna push back. But kids grow up. You know, even that chapter for me is now over. My children are away at college, right? They're not in my home. Now, pandemic means they're around a little bit more than we thought, but they're in a different place. So now my life opens up. I can press the gas a little bit more than I did when I was in that chapter of mothering them on a daily basis. And that is the beauty of womanhood, because we can do so much. We learn to be flexible. We learn to be adaptable because we've had to do it. And I count that as a strength, not a burden. And it's a new learning that I would never have had. The other thing is that we don't do any of this alone. We can't raise our families or be good in our professions alone. We need help, and we weren't meant to do it alone. That's where we have to lean on the community of women that we've developed, or our mentors, or our families. There was no way that I could have been First Lady and raised my kids to be thoughtful, engaged, and loved individuals if my mother hadn't come to the White House with me and been a support to me and to my husband through that time. So we as women have to learn that it's okay to ask for help. In fact, it's necessary to have that help and to make choices that put you in a place where you have access to support.